Welcome back. Does everybody remember where we left off?
I'm dying.
Oh yeah, you are dying.
Time for the mercy kill.
Okay, yeah.
Why are you dying?
Amana, you should be up because I poured a healing potion down.
That's right. Last time, Amana was holding on to dear life. Will she ever survive? Find out right now. Okay, you take back 7 health.
Okay.
Neat.
I pat Sourdough on the head as a way of saying thanks.
If I give her a thumbs up.
Lawrence just takes the green liquid and starts drinking it and goes, "Hey guys, I think the poison's out of my system."
Good job.
Wait, you were poisoned?
Yeah, I was stabbed repeatedly. I think one of them was poisoned. Either that or the dumps are getting to me. Both could be possible.
Big dumps. So Keara is actually going to go over here.
Javid, are you still there?
You hear sort of a sparkling and crackling. It's like, yep, I'm, hold on, just get to the farthest end of the catwalks. I got this.
All right.
I guess Keara is just gonna pick Amana up and then just whoop.
Thank you.
Should I take another health potion, or do one of you guys have anything to heal me?
Keara is going to sacrifice 1 spell slot to cure wounds Amana. Regain 11 HP.
That's pretty good.
Yes. It's almost like that is her job.
Yes.
She's very good at healing people. Kiara is like, you should be feeling better now.
I certainly hope so.
Oh, do you have any internal injuries?
Nothing I haven't walked off before.
Then just start immediately coughing blood. No, I'm kidding. You're fine.
I can't feel my organs.
Volan, you want a boost?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Cool. Give me a second. Hey, Volan, come here.
Yee.
I am going to gingerly place my hands on your chest. You will get 10 points of health back.
Oh, dang.
Damn.
I rolled low, but my spell modifier is a +5. With the extra +2, it's +7.
Wait, it's +5? Holy shit.
Yeah.
So Volan's just gonna look at it and he's like, "Oh, thank goodness your paws are much softer than the last tabaxi that touched my chest."
What was?
Oh my god, you're right.
Who was the last Nedu touch your chest?
Let me see. I think it was Raw George, Raw Soon, Raw Men. Oh, here it is. Rajan, King of the Ring. He was the king of the underworld fighters before I beat him up.
Huh.
And I took his glove and I gave it to you.
Oh, that's the thing you had me fix?
Yeah.
Did you steal it from him? You said you took it.
Well, I cut it off his arm, kicked him out of the ring, and then I think it was pretty much a spoils of war because he was kind of cheating during our fight. He brought weapons in.
Ah, okay, that's fine then.
Also, his uncle didn't stop me, so...
Fair enough, I guess.
By the way, is the glove fixed?
Oh, yeah, here you go. And I'll hand the glove to
Shall
you.
we continue onwards?
Yeah, I will hand the glove back to Volan.
I'm gonna put on my Vortex glove.
Nice.
Let me read the stats to you.
Asteria, while walking past, will, just hand you a small pouch full of good berries.
Ooh.
And then continues to walk.
Vortex Palm, a unique new magic rune that can grab enemies to you on a bonus action. If a target fails on a dexterity save of 12, they'll be dragged 5 feet in front of the user. The Vortex can grab up to 1 medium-sized or 3 smaller creatures or items. The wearer must have 1 free hand open to use this ability.
Oh, putting it on my pimp slapping hand.
Yep. It's going to be hard to Feng Homa and use the Arcane Vortex Palm at the same time.
But if I can do both, I can suck them in and slap them.
You have to do one and then declare the other afterwards.
How close can I pull them towards me?
It is, I believe it's up to 20 feet.
Okay.
Bag has 60 good berries in it as I
Nice.
walk away.
Why weren't you handing these out like sensu beans?
Well, that
One
means I have a
ass.
bag of...
True.
I have a bag of 55 good berries. Out of curiosity, who needs berries?
I'll take a few.
Yeah.
How many?
Give me 3. That boosts me back up to 22.
Okay.
Nom.
Hell yeah.
Amana, do you need any good berries?
What the fuck are you talking about?
The fuck is a good berry?
Asteria just handed Volan a bag of berries that apparently heal you.
Yeah, my internal bleeding has stopped.
Fine. Give me some berries.
How many?
I don't know. 3?
Okay, I'll give 4 because you're a good person. Maybe.
Yeah.
I like these new kids.
Running over to you, man. I'm like, let's hear Haka. How do we do? Huh?
Huh? What?
Reina's just going into the fangirl mode.
Yeah. How do we do
Oh.
in our second? Play together, huh? What do you think?
I felt like we did pretty good.
You hear that? We did pretty good.
When you arrive at the large platform at the end of the catwalks, you see a long wire soar across an airship above the adjacent building. Seeing a lone figure swinging across the gap as the man's legs kick, the face of a man realizing he miscalculated his trajectory. As he begins to climb upward, he shouts, "Look out below!" as he begins to fall just in front of you. Landing one knee down on the cold wooden floor, Haka sees an older and more weathered face with a goatee. Still, the wavy, curly hair and hopeful almond eyes reveal his old friend, Javid Jew.
Javid!
Oh, my back, my back.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Life's not being too kind to you, huh?
No. I'm okay. I just slept on it wrong last night. He's taking his rifle, like planting the butt down and just holding onto the barrel just to like get up. He's like, Oh, okay. That's much better. Turns around to you, Hawkeye's like, Hawkeye!
Javid.
Gives you a hug. He's like, you look really good. Did you lose weight?
Lost muscle, but I gained other things.
Okay, no, it's much better. You know, it's slimmer. You know, it's good. It's a good look for you. I grew myself a goatee. Pretty sweet, right?
I can see. You grew into it well.
Yeah, these are your new friends?
Yes, currently we're dealing with, the situation. Everyone, this is my good friend Javid, back in the old days.
Hi.
Cool.
Hi.
Cool.
Indeed, introductions can be done later. We are on a mission.
Cool.
Yes.
Another old man.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Wow.
He was the sniper from up top that was assisting us.
Yeah, guilty.
Oh, so we weren't getting shot at?
No.
No.
Oh, I thought we were.
Well, you
getting
were,
shot at.
but not by me. Yeah.
Well, yeah. All right, that's good to know.
It's
And
like,
Sourdough's
wait,
gonna like
we're on
shuffle
our
into the corner
side?
a little bit
I
embarrassed.
thought you just sucked at aiming.
Oh. No, I
he
I
was-
gotten better.
He was on the mark. He shot a good number of them dead.
I noticed. I thought he missed me.
Well,
He
that's,
wasn't trying to shoot. Oh my god. Fallen.
Asteria's had enough and he's just walking away.
yeah, he's like, is he okay? As you're walking, Asteri, you see Javid's responder starting to like emit like a static noise, shrieking to life as a voice emanates. Javid, did you find it yet? Javid, respond. Javid, of course, starts to walk back slowly as he tries to hand the receiver to anyone other than himself. Is like, don't tell him I'm here.
Someone's going to walk up to grab it.
Javid, I know you're there. You talked on the emitter earlier. If anybody would like to roll a history check, Asteri, you actually have a advantage to this.
Okay.
So Asteri and anybody else who would like to roll a history check real quick.
Why the heck not?
I
You know.
got a 18.
Oh, nice. So
Alright.
somehow you would know this.
Oh my god.
I will not know that.
22.
22? Okay.
I got a 5.
15.
Most of you guys recognize at least this voice, or at least the
Most.
demeanor. Most, yes, exactly. Asteri knows for sure who this is. This is, of course, one of the more well-known Empyrean warriors, Lahab, the Firebird, an apprentice of the Emperor himself.
Oh, sounds badass.
So Javid, like, immediately grabs the responder, is like, hey, Lahab, how you doing? Yeah, no sight of Yaya yet, but she'll show up eventually. Lahab just immediately responds with, like, that is an $85,000 Riyah military-grade automaton. And you just lost it? I didn't lose her. I just don't know where she is currently. There was a situation here at the storage sector. Hawka and I...
Lahab, can we continue this later? We are on our mission
Automaton?
to exterminate this cult of anarchy.
Did you say something about an automaton? I can help you find that.
You see the voice just like, yes, an automaton, a high-grade military automaton that was supposed to be kept a secret.
Oh, and can I fight it?
You're really not large, Javid.
Look, it just, well, again, like I said, Haka, and then the radio just sort of like sparks to life, and it's like, Haka, the legendary hero is dealing with a warehouse shootout, and you didn't call me for backup? This incompetence cannot stand. We cannot show that the heroes of the Empire have wavered. I'll be on the ground shortly. Oh, and Commander, make some space for me.
How
Javid
big is this man?
Javid starts to like flap his hands, mimicking Lahab's mouth. He like sort of talks through it, his head like sort of sagged in defeat, knowing that he couldn't stop him from entering in the fray now. I hate that guy, Javid muttered as he motioned you guys back to like, the side of the platform, making sure all of you sort of scoot right over there. From the highest tower of the first ring, you see a flare shoot out in the distance. A burning glow almost as bright as the sun starts to become larger and larger as the slight flare turns into a roaring fireball. Landing on the other side of the platform, waves of fire wash beside you as a man draped in strange-looking armor stands to greet you. Filled with plates that have strange slits on the pauldrons and sides. The helmet has the visage of a Shabazz mask as he looks at you. He also does the superhero landing, but he doesn't break his back doing it.
Okay, his cockiness is granted. Okay, I see it now. I get it. Okay.
Yep, I absolutely get it.
Asteri, Commander, he nods at the two. His gaze set onto the legendary hero, walks past Sourdough.
Sourdough is immediately enraptured by this man's armor.
Asteri does a simple head nod.
You must be the legendary hero Haka. I imagine you would be taller.
But it's not always about height. However, I've not met you. You are
I am Lahab, one of the Empyrean warriors, blessed by the Emperor himself.
Blessed. He's trained you?
Yes, he's trained me personally. I am the protege and one of the acting generals of the Empyrean military.
It must be the highest honor.
It is. Turns over to Asteri, he's like, what do you know about the situation?
We'll proceed to just read off technical data.
Sourdough, is something you'd like to say?
I'm just sort of like, how tall is this man?
In the armor, he's around like 7.5 feet.
Cool. I'm just gonna like circle him and like sort of crouch down and just take looks at the armor. I'm basically just looking this suit of armor up and down while he's having this conversation.
You see that like sort of steam and sparks emanate from like these little slits. You don't need to roll for anything, but you can tell that the suit is doing a lot of radiating heat. Possibly from either like steam or flames or something of that matter. It could be the suit that's giving him like sort of this flame-like abilities.
Can I push by Javid?
You just-
Not roughly. But
Yeah, just
like, push by them.
Yeah, Javid was about to explain, and then Volan just like pushed him. He's like, hey.
As Mullen goes up the guy and outstretches a hand to like shake.
He doesn't really seem to acknowledge you. He's more paying attention to Asteri as he like lists off his report.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for Asteri to finish the report before. And it says Mullen goes up and just goes, "Excuse me, Mr. Lahab?
He just sort of stares at you.
My name is Volan Kyron. I want to be the greatest swordsman in the world. By the end of this week, I will have tried to have fought the Emperor and probably the legendary hero Haka. And maybe Javid for fun."
What? Wait,
Nice
what? Javid sort of looks at him. He's like, what?
What? I'm there, what?
Mullen continues to hold like one hand to like just a shake.
Oh, no.
Asteri
he's
will
not.
say, he has been hit in the head repeatedly.
Lahab just
Not
immediately
Asteri.
like walks past over to Asteri and he's like, repeat that again. You said that Domus is in charge of this little Blood Moon faction.
Indeed.
Of course he's behind this. I told you this would happen. He sort of points a gauntlet finger at Keara. Seems like he knew of her beforehand. Once we go over there, if I see him, I am going to put him down. And then he sort of turns off, starts to walk. Keara immediately is just like, you won't!
That won't be necessary. We'll just need to bring him in custody.
Keara just is like, you won't. He just needs, and then he just immediately snaps back and is like, we have been doing it your way. Now it's my turn. Brushes off and just leaves.
Is that power armor?
Is that,
Oh my
is that
god.
power?
Priorities.
Let us head to the logistics center to deal with this Blood Moon problem.
Hey,
Then-
hey, sir. Hey, generals. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Afterwards.
Okay.
After when we deal with this, then maybe we can solve your problem too, Commander. Then just like starts walking over to there. Okay, so with this, you guys will be heading over to the last room, the logistics room. The third room of the warehouse is the logistics room. Upper management personnel would delegate what needed to be stored and to get orders from higher districts for delivery. It is now a heavily fortified base of operations for this Blood Moon tribe. The heart of anti-Empyrean propaganda lies here. Inside the logistics building, there appear to be two entrances aside. Both will probably be heavily fortified. We need to push from both sides, lest the fear of becoming flanked becomes an all too possible reality. So the party can split up between Javid, Lahab, and Keara. Keara will be going with Lahab, and Javid will be going by himself. So I see that some people have already made their decision.
I'm gonna be glued to the funny power armor man. I want to observe him. I want to see how his magical suit of magic works.
I think I'm gonna be over here because I know for a fact that I need to stop this man from killing her brother
Yeah.
when
Okay.
the time comes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, I got a way to do that. I need to reach her brother before that man does.
Jesus Christ!
It's a race to the finish, and baby, I'm homiciding.
Yes.
Please,
So Volan's
no.
literally got a telepathy with Haka. I just go, don't worry, I'll reach Kiara's brother first.
And
It's
stop
not
him, right? Volan doesn't respond.
Volan, yes, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe? I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling.
Oh my god.
Duel.
Yes. It's time to duel. So as you guys are going through the hallways, you guys can have like a little bit more of a break to talk. First, Keara and Lahab are going to be talking with each other. So Sourdough and Haka, as well as Ruben. Ruben, you can listen on it. Can't really
Yeah.
respond, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
Keara immediately like going up to Lahab and is like, are you really planning on? And Lahab responds like, if I have to, if he's deemed too much of a risk. He's just been with the wrong crowd. Domus is vulnerable when he's in this state. See Lahab just like turn over. It's like, that's what you said the last time I had to bail him out. You can't keep protecting him like this, Keara. He's not a little kid anymore. He's going to have to face justice just like everyone else. Will that justice be a death sentence? You see Lahab just like taking a deep breath, and then you see like steam, just a little bit of steam like pssh, shoot out. Let's find him first and apprehend Domus. Lethal force won't be necessary as long as he's as willing as you keep saying he is.
I'm gonna knock on his shoulder armor to get his attention, like very softly, like tap tap tap.
Yeah, you just see his helmet just like unnaturally just just swivel right to you.
Hey, sir, Lahab, sir, and I'll like give him like a military salute or like the best thing that Sourdoughs know. If we need to restrain him, we have a second set of hands, and I'll like point my thumb back at Ruben.
If it's deemed necessary, then yes. Then we will go with that.
Because my idea was after we get in there, Ruben can take quite a punch, so maybe while the gunfire's going on, Ruben can sprint to the other end of the room, get a grab on him, and then either throw him down and have him land in a crate and incapacitate him or bring him back to you.
You see Lahab sort of like nods when you say that he can take a hit. He immediately says like, that makes two of us.
Yeah, I'd imagine. That armor is fantastic if you don't mind me saying. Is it? I've heard rumors, never really seen them, but that some armor have steam engines or some sort of magical arcane device that gives them, it powers them on their own, like...
You're essentially asking if it's pseudo-power armor.
Yeah.
Sort of looks at like his left gauntlet and sort of like clamps down, you know, like sort of exercising his hand a little bit and is like, a sort, yes. You see that he's not exactly following you with the technical stuff. He just uses the armor. He doesn't exactly know how it works.
I mean, not right now, obviously, we have a job to do, but maybe after, would you mind maybe me taking a closer look at it? I like to keep notes on different mechanical oddities I find, and I would very much like to take a look at that suit, if you don't mind.
If the core engineers don't see a problem with it, then you may.
Great, and also you mentioned something about a missing automaton earlier?
Yes, Yaya. It's what she names it anyway. It's supposed to be our most recent model of automatons.
Do you have a visual description? If I'm gonna help you track it down, I need to know what it looks like.
It's very big. Walks on fours. Looks like a guard lion, like one of the statues that you see. The chief engineer, she modeled it after that.
Interesting. If you need another set of hands hunting it down after this is all over, you can count me in. We're just waiting on the Emperor to arrive, so I've got plenty of time to kill to help you find it.
Duly noted. See Keara. She looks at you, Sourdough, with like a little bit of like a face of, are you seriously doing this right now?
I'll look back at her and go, did you want to ask any questions?
No, it's nothing.
Okay. I'll like keep trotting along.
Put a hand of reassurance on Kiara's shoulder. It's gonna be alright, Kiara.
I don't know. When you're a hammer, she just sort of looks at like Lahab that's like stomping through the hallway, and she just like looks back to like, I really hope you're able to rein in that man. Once he sets his mind on something.
We'll get your brother. I'll get Ruben, you'll get your brother. We'll keep your brother safe.
Oh, also, by the way, Sourdough, since you were like geeking out so much, you gain an inspiration point for acting your character.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, giving up points to characters who simp over his own characters.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Wow, the fucking nerd is really good at playing a fucking nerd. Who would have seen that coming?
Wow!
Give me more time, I'll be a sim.
Pan over to Javid, who's essentially like sort of skulking as he's walking by, and he's like, great, now I have the Grand Imperial Knight breathing down my neck. Lovely.
He is not breathing down your neck. He is on the other hallway.
You know what I mean, big guy.
Valen's going to just get his weapons ready, just look at Javid and just go, so does he always blow off people when they ask him for a duel, or?
Yeah, he's kind of a dick like that.
So how do I get him to fight me?
I don't know, maybe start saying that you're the enemy of the Empire or something like that? Say that, you know, his pecker's small? I don't know.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, so how would I know?
Oh my god.
Great, and now I'm also surrounded by comedians.
Fray will now turn to him. You are the joke.
Sometimes I feel like it seems to be my life.
Anyway, Valen's gonna go, by the way, how do you know the legendary hero Flocka?
He was with the Emperor. I was buddies with the Emperor, and, you know, once we met each other in Ragor, we decided to team up and, you know, stage a coup.
You're not in any of the history books. Why?
I'm not? Seriously?
No,
I'm-
seriously.
I'm like his best friend. Why would they not write about me?
I read every single novel and every single story.
Those are not historical documents.
I read the textbooks.
Valen's like, wait, so you're best friends with him?
Yeah, of course I'm best friends with him. We have tea like every other week.
That's so cool.
Wait, does that mean you're like as strong as he is?
I don't, probably not.
Can we spar sometime?
Maybe?
The humbleness of this man.
What's the Emperor like?
Oh, Kodok? He's fine. Actually pretty amiable once you get to know him.
Mm-hmm.
So the Emperor's name is Bartrock. Got it.
Right. Anyway, he keeps like sort of sauntering on as that Lahab. He's gonna be a liability. I just know it.
Want me to take him down?
What? No. What?
Fray would turn to you and say you would lose.
Valen's like,
Jesus
really? Just
Christ.
because he has a fancy suit?
No. It's what's under the suit.
A small pecker.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Well, and get an inspiration point. That's good.
Oh my god.
He's trained by the Emperor and his personal protege. He acts like he's the Emperor's adoptive son or something.
Is he?
No. I don't think so, anyway. He also keeps staring at me like that. I cannot get a read on that guy.
All because he has the big metal mask on.
Oh, I mean, I've seen him without it.
He doesn't wear the mask all the time?
No.
He seems like he would.
No, he has to get it in for maintenance every so often.
Huh.
Javid is like, Aseri, that's right. He doesn't wear it all the time, right?
He does not.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
You see what he looks like underneath the mask, Asteri?
Yes.
Why didn't you tell us? You never asked. He sort of sighs over to Volans. Lahab, he's an alright kid, I guess, but that hothead acts like he's as powerful as the Golden Champion when he's donning that tin suit.
Who's the Golden Champion?
Okay, how long have you been here?
One goes. Let me see. I think a little over 3 weeks at this point.
Ah, okay. Right, so, Golden Champion. You know what an ancient is, right?
No.
Okay, alright, so this is gonna take a little bit longer for me to explain.
Explain it like you would in the fairy tale book.
Okay. Well, long ago, there used to be these great golden gods called ancients. The Golden Champion is one of Korok's best friends. So we essentially have a god on our side, in our corner, if you will.
Oh, I've been here for 3 weeks. You would have thought I'd seen a golden man before.
Yeah, he's been kind of absent recently.
I told you about the story when we first met.
I forgot.
Again,
Like,
repeated injuries to the head.
sounds like, yeah, you did tell me that. Huh, why did I forget it? I want to fight that guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, last time, I think he might have evaporated a lake, if I remember correctly.
He did.
Yeah, like the whole thing.
What?
In one go.
Yeah,
And
one
what-
shot.
One shot?
Yeah. Wasn't it Jasper that was teaching him to shoot, so he essentially, like, cast one of his things and evaporated an entire lake?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
It's
good
actually a
to-
little too strong for me.
That's a good thing he knows how to ruin an ecosystem.
Yeah, he's been getting better at it, I think.
Ruining the ecosystem?
No, not doing that.
Mentioned
Yes.
something about a machine. Would you mind if I challenge that thing if it's up ahead?
What, Yaya?
I don't remember names too well, so yes, Yaya.
Oh, I mean, yeah, sure. I would, of course, have to register you as an enemy and its, prefixes, but, we could probably get that to work.
It's like, yes.
We tried making her, like, attack someone that wasn't deemed as an enemy. She just started, like, pawing at it like a cat with a toy.
Huh, so like sour raisin bread over there.
That's racist, I think.
Well, that's his name, isn't it?
No, not the... Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm just moving on. I'm pretty sure that's racist.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
He has not broken any laws yet, though.
What's it like to be a legendary hero? And then they take out a piece of paper.
Oh, well, it's pretty great. I get to hang out with my friends who are also legendary heroes, and I have a statue somewhere. Right?
Yeah?
Yeah. If you go into, like, the First Ring District, there should be, like, the Ring of Heroes, as it's called. I'm pretty sure I have a statue there.
I've been there.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think I saw your name. I don't know.
Okay.
Can you sign my notebook? I'm just
Uh,
gonna get to the page where they have all the waiting for the legendary hero signatures.
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. He's just, like, scribbles quick thing down. It's like, here you go.
Yes!
Yeah, let's focus on what's coming up ahead, okay?
Okay.
Just,
Whatever you say.
just stay behind and keep your wits about you.
Whatever you say, legendary hero Javid.
Boy, that is the first time somebody called me that. I'm gonna try and get used to that, but alright, here we go.
Well, get used to it. I'm gonna say that all the time.
Nice.
I say, if it makes you feel better, it doesn't seem you're that legendary.
Damn.
Thanks, I guess.
Alana, he needs this.
Jesus Christ.
Or Javid.
What? I lean over to Ryan's like, look, we both know you're lying about the statue, right?
He needs this. Get used to his suffering.
If you were lying about that, I should have made you roll deception.
Zeta wouldn't do that. Lie in front of the hero Haka.
No,
They wanna do-
really.
Get on the Imperial podium and tell lies.
No.
And while you guys are going, some more Blood Moon propaganda plays.
How much propaganda do they have?
Domus has just been going at this for so long.
Like, does he have like a list, like for telemarketer type situation?
Yeah, no,
Like,
exactly, he does.
We only have ourselves. Our safety, our survival must be made with our hands, our own sweat and blood. The Empyrean walls will crumble, and we will rise from the ashes.
Hearing that blaring as you guys are walking through the hallways. So the hallways are filled with winding corridors that intersect with different rooms. Most of them are blocked off, filled with office debris and extra wood and metal bars to make your traverse a straight and predictable path. Probably the ones that they want you to follow. 2 paths lead down to the Cheese's Den. Would you guys like to roll for initiative now to start with your stuff, or would
Yeah.
you like to do that
Yeah.
later?
Sir boss.
Might as well get it out of the way.
Just to make it easier.
I got something good.
Yes, I'm googly goo.
Oh shit, 17.
You guys can
Oh
put that
my
in there. so-
God.
I'm too hyped by having a legendary hero near me. You know, the hype is real. The hype is real.
The legendary hero that you have no idea about and have lied to multiple times.
You have a legendary hero in Javid.
Oh my god.
Oh my, this is such Sokka energy.
Yeah.
It's like it's all of us plus Sokka.
God, oh my god, I did design Javid to be like Sokka. Fuck. Why didn't I think about it until now?
Does he
He's
have
giving
a
off
boomerang?
that.
No, he doesn't have a boomerang. He's a rifle. Rifleman.
Did the
It
bullet
always
come
comes
back?
back to him.
So Lahab is going to move up slowly. And it's like it's quiet. Too quiet. Volan, it is your turn. What do you wish to do?
So I've already drawn my weapons. I'm going to prep my parry and just telepathically send a message to each of the guys, just like basically going to just tell Asteri, Amana, Reyna, and Javid. I'm going on ahead to check.
Alright.
1, 2, 3. And am I coming out to like a corner or anything?
Yes, you
to a
are.
room?
Let me reveal the room for you. So you see more debris and shit just strewn all over the place, like a little bit of rope.
I'm gonna roll a perception.
All right.
23, nat 20.
Okay. Again, it's way too fucking quiet. It's really suspicious. Like all you hear is just like the odd creak of your footsteps and, you know, just the straining of wooden planks as they're holding together, like making these bars. But you think you'd be able
I've
to hear
got-
something, like, you know, chatter, anything like that, but it's just deathly quiet. It's almost like they're staying quiet and preparing for something.
So there's another hallway right here, correct?
Yep.
I'm going to step over to here, and I'm going to cast a minor illusion right here and do an image of Volan just standing there with his sword out.
Volan just A-posing.
Basically, it's his battle stance. One hand up in the air, one blade just getting ready to parry. Looks like he just kind of appeared there because
Yeah.
minor illusion. Does anything happen to it?
Nope, nothing yet. Sourdough.
Can Sourdough do a thing, or are we on turn order?
That was Volan's turn, so yeah, no. Sourdough.
Oh shit! I'm fucking big dummy.
Yeah.
So Ruben will move with me. Ruben will move up, and I'll use Ruben as cover.
Mhm.
I'll get to about here.
Okay. While you're going up there, you see more stuff. Again, you should be able to hear something. Like, you know, if you just defeated like a bunch of the guys out there, you'd think that they would be getting ready for something. There would be any sound. But it's just
Okay.
eerily quiet.
What I'm gonna do is I have a Dungeoneer's pack, it's just torches in it. I'm going to like crouch behind Ruben for cover, light a torch, then throw it as far as I can into the room like a flare.
Okay, so you throw that. Nothing happens yet.
Do I not get to see anything from the flare, because it's like a torch?
Again, most of it is lit. It's just line of sight. There you go. Let me illuminate a little bit more. So there seems to be that and also another part of the hallway right over there. I'm just trying to figure out like what your line of sight would be exactly.
Fair.
Reyna, what do you wish to do?
Gonna move forward a bit.
Mm-hmm. This is essentially the Volan illusion.
Okay. I'm gonna join Volan. I'm gonna go a little bit up, but I'm gonna go like, I think my movement, I can go like peek like towards the hallway, so I'm not gonna be in Volan's way, but I can like shoot if I need to.
Yeah. All right. Javid's going to walk up slowly to make sure. And Sourdough, Volan, and Reyna, roll investigation real quick.
You got it, boss. That'll be an 18.
7
Okay.
for me.
7 for you.
14.
All right. So, I need to roll for Javid. Okay, he got a 16. So, yes, he succeeds. So, Reyna succeeds, Sourdough succeeds, Volan does not succeed. Sourdough and Reyna, as you guys are creeping up, you see holes in the side of the wooden archways and the tiny slivers of brass on the floor that are too small to be nailed. A flash of metal goes down the hallways, and your eyes widen as the realization comes to you. Barrels burst with orange flame as bullets hurtle towards you. The Blood Moon's using automatic weapons to funnel a storm of metal and shrapnel your way.
Oh shit.
Why we have Ruben as cover.
Yeah. Reyna, Volin, and Sourdough, roll for dexterity, please. Actually, Sourdough, you get advantage because you're right behind Ruben.
So that will be 18 from me.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Volin, you get disadvantage.
I got a.
You're unaware. You're unaware of this.
17 would be the smaller one.
What did you get, Reyna?
I got 17. If Javid doesn't get high enough, can I pull him?
Oh yeah, that's right. I do have to roll for Javid.
Because I'm right next to him, so I can just yeet him by
No. Actually, Javid seems to be having like sort of a protective stance. He just like immediately grabs you and just goes towards this piece of cover as you just hear bullets flying through the walls. Just you hear like wood board panels like breaking as like large bullet holes just like fill the walls as you see just like a line streaking past as you guys are taking cover. Nobody failed, so that's good. Yeah, Sourdough, you actually see Ruben just like sort of standing there and taking the bullets as they just like ping past.
I will like order him aside and we'll like duck to the other side of the hallway into cover.
Yeah. Of course. Most bullets hit the adjacent boxes and crates, splintering the wood and bouncing off the iron plates. You quickly find the nearest object to take cover. At the sound of hammering rounds into soft cloth, wood, and brittle metal, it's hard to hear anyone else as the bullets rip through the hallway, aimlessly landing into the environment. When did they get machine guns? Javid shouts, trying to project his voice louder than the two firearms blasting down the hallway. Move through! Find a way to get through those damn gunners!
Yeah.
So the entire area is considered as difficult terrain because you guys are essentially going through a storm of bullets. That's essentially like the origin of the torch. You know that the source of the gunshots are coming from upwards. So if you guys move up, you'll probably eventually find the source of where the machine guns are firing from. You'd get a better sight on it. Javid is just going to move like a little bit more with his difficult terrain. Asteri, it's your turn.
10, 15, 20. After I get to here, it becomes difficult terrain, so... I'll stay there.
All right. Amana?
My turn.
Yes.
I'll move up to right here.
Remember, you have difficult terrain, so you can only move half your movement speed.
Okay.
You can also dash and, take another half of your movement speed.
Can I do dash then?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay. I guess I'll leave me around here.
Mhm.
I guess I can't see anything.
No, unfortunately not. You need to sort of move over here in order to peek outwards.
I guess it's my turn.
All right. Keara is essentially going to move towards Haka and have her shield raised. And she's essentially going to move the rest of her turn with Haka, which hits Haka's turn.
Awesome. We can't see them. Is there a way to get it just on their location? Yeah.
It's up this direction. You notice that they're not exactly aiming at anything. It just seems that they're firing around blindly. Almost like they can't see you, but they know that you're there.
I'm gonna move right here since we're technically in difficult terrain. And what's gonna happen is they're going to see my rifle turn into silvery liquid as it turns into my bell rod pistol, and I bring out my shield.
Hell yeah, let's go.
And that will be my action for the turn.
Mm-hmm. Kiara is essentially trying to cover your bases because, she's being nice towards the leader of the Silver Moons. I will also say this, Sourdough, for this instant, Ruben will be immune to the machine gun bullets.
Ooh.
So, yeah, he can't be hurt by them. He still, however, takes, half his move action because,
Of course.
It's trying to walk through a hailstorm. Just really hard to get full speed.
The cicada hatch around this area is coming soon, so I know what that's like.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So it's essentially like that. I need to roll some things. Okay, so on Sourdough's side, you actually start hearing the absence of bullets firing as no more shots are being fired through.
Mm-hmm.
You hear off in the distance shit, it's jammed. So on your side, you no longer have difficult terrain because they're no longer firing.
And since speech is a free action, I'll look to everybody in my group and go, "Guns jammed! Go, go, go!"
Lahab, with this, you see him starting to pick up as ducts from his hands shoot out fire as he just blasts through one corridor and then the next corridor and then the one after that.
Neat.
And then just keeps moving on over there. Bolin, it is your turn. You still have difficult terrain because these guys are still firing.
Okay, and we know that they're firing from somewhere up here?
Yep.
Okay, we'll move over here.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way for me to sense either peek around the corner without provoking an
Oh, yeah,
attack,
sure.
or...
No, well, I mean, it's not necessarily provoking attack. It's more like you looking through while there is essentially a blizzard hitting your face. But instead of snow, it's bullets.
I mean, that might be painful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gee, definitely. 100%.
I'm gonna use perception to see if I can find them.
All right, roll for perception.
5.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Okay, so first things first, set up my parry.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna try to
actually,
parry
before
the
I do
bullet? Who do you think? Who the fuck do you think you are? You're John Ryden of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance?
Yes. Anyway,
I
by the way,
think
is my new
that's the
magic
goal.
threshold
Yeah.
down? I am going to use my new magic to give me 3 orbitals.
Mhm.
I'm going to use 1 to parry.
Okay.
And because I cannot see down this way, I'm gonna go throw a tick-tock or tick-tick bomb.
Okay.
Just gonna go around the corner and just yeet that sucker.
All right. You yeet it. You see more explosions, and you also see the machine guns are now starting to slightly aim towards there because they think that's what they heard, or they heard like the sound emanating from you. They're still firing blindly, so they still don't know where you are. Alrighty.
I think that with difficult terrain, I can jump over to here.
You got it. Let me reveal the rest to you. Boop, boop, boop. There we are.
And I'm going to, if I can move, is moving the minor illusion a standard action?
In case you haven't noticed, they haven't really been focusing on that either. So you know for a fact that they can't see you. They're just aiming where they think you are.
What is he, John Cena?
Yes.
In that case,
Sorry, go ahead.
can I use minor illusion to just have Bullen's voice emanate somewhere over here? Just go, "Hi, I am Bullen Kyron, and I am coming to your location right now."
Alright, yeah.
Bullen wants them to know who he is, because hopefully they'll respond and we can
All right.
knock this out.
You see the bullets actually focusing on, not necessarily like concentrating on that, but now they're focusing to shooting at that point. Sourdough, it's now your turn. What do you wish to do?
Hell yeah, brother. So, how far did Metal Man go?
You don't know.
All right, cool. I'm gonna have Ruben go first because
He's-
armor.
He just kind of left you there
Fair,
like a dick.
fair and valid. So I will move up
Yes.
behind my best friend.
My best friend. So, yeah.
So
He's still there. He's just, running.
okay, so can I see the machine guns now?
Not yet. Still seems to be a bunch of walls everywhere. And also, they're not firing anymore. So you can't see where the light is emanating
Oh yeah,
from
that's
now.
fair. Now that we are at a point of safety, I'm gonna pull out another torch and toss it over in this direction as yet another flare to give us some more visibility.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
That I'm behind a bulletproof wall now and they're not even firing at us. I'm gonna pull out my balalaika and play some noise to get their attention.
Okay.
Basically trying to focus them on me so other people have an easier time sneaking up.
Right. Okay. So I'm just gonna reveal this part. You can see down there that there appears to be another storage room. You're starting to notice that these guys essentially created a trap for you, essentially making a kill funnel.
Of course.
Using machine gun fire, they would lead you in here and then just start shooting until you died.
Mm-hmm.
That was their plan. Wasn't a good one, but it was a plan.
Sucks that I have a bulletproof robot as a best friend.
I'm pretty sure that didn't come into consideration when coming up with
Yeah,
this
that's
plan.
their problem, isn't it?
Yeah, it is kind of their problem. Raina, it's your turn.
Okay, the group who I'm in, who needs more movement or dex saves? Because I don't know if
Probably,
Are we gonna have more
probably a Steri, if I had to guess.
do we need.
I am not very dexterous.
Yeah.
Terry, do you need more dexy saves?
Sure.
Okay, because I can do enhance ability on you, and I can give you Cat's Grace, which the target has advantage on dexterity checks.
Sure, why not?
Hey!
I'll
That's pretty
I'll
good.
save my spells.
Nice.
open. I
Sorry,
have an
I'm-
idea for my spells.
It's Capota's Grace. You just hear.
I'm gonna be like, Asteri, I noticed that dex is challenging, so here's a. Can I see your hand for a second?
Yes, gives hand.
Alright, I'm gonna drum
Ding 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 ding.
and I'll be like, there you go, that should help with dex. Your
Thank you.
dexterity. No
You
problem.
just sort of play on your lute / sitar.
And then where is the rough terrain?
Everywhere.
Okay.
You're being
I can
fired
go-
upon.
So I can only go 15 feet. Okay.
Yes.
I'll be like, no problem. And then I'm gonna move 15 feet, which is right in front of Javid.
Javid is going to try and sprint up, moving 20 feet, and then another 20 feet over here, around here-ish. Be a little bit more of the area. It's like, there's another hallway over here! He yells at Valen, is motioning him toward there.
Olin's going to ask if he wants him to search this room first or go down the hall.
Go down the hallway! Down the hallway! He's shouting over the machine gun fire.
Olin's just telepathically going, got it.
Yeah, well, Javid can't do that. So, Asteri, it's your turn. What do you wish to do?
Excellent. Still difficult terrain, right?
Mm-hmm. For you, yes.
30. Okay, I'm right here. because that's with dashing.
Right.
I will save it for next turn. Alright.
Remember, if you keep dashing, like chases, where if you keep trying to dash, you'll start getting exhaustion. Just keep that in mind.
Yep.
Mana?
All right. Let's see. I'm going to continue to the drain. I'm not going to use my dash, so that'll leave me about right here.
No, okay.
I'm guessing I still can't see any openings.
No. Most of the light is coming through the bullet holes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, would you like to roll a investigation? Or?
I would, yeah.
Okay.
18.
Alright. The Blood Moons created a funnel to kill intruders who tried to get it. However, some had to have additional pathways to get around without being in the line of fire. Loose shambling abrasives proved that these would be easily pushed over. Alternative flanks to attack the machine gunners.
So they're in the walls.
Kind of. It's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls. So would you like to relay that to the rest of the party?
Yes.
Okay. So Volin, Asteri, Reyna can barely hear it, and Javid can hear it. Sourdough is a little bit too far away.
Of course.
All right. So with that, it's Kiara's turn. She's essentially going to delay her action to move up with you, Haka.
All right, awesome.
Yeah. And Haka, it is your turn. What do you wish to do?
I know exactly what I'm gonna do because this was made just for me to be there as I use this action to move out. No.
She's just going to follow. Would you like to roll perception to try and find where the machine gunners are?
Sure. 13.
Okay, so knowing with like the concentration of bullets, you see that it seems to be emanating more from here-ish, but farther away as they're firing. It seems to be originating from over there. I don't know if you guys can see the pings from there.
You can see ping.
Okay.
So that's where they are.
Yeah, it's starting to become more and more obvious. Now with that, Haka, you also start hearing the sound of bullets firing on your side as they seem to have unjammed the gun.
Everyone get down!
With this, Lahab is going to essentially just keep blasting on through.
Sourdough continues to play.
They're trying to, like, shoot where you are. Volin,
Yes.
would you like to go over there where Javid was trying to tell you?
Yep. I'm gonna dash right over there, and I want to again take a quick peek before I step out and get riddled with bullets.
Yep.
So perception to find bullet hole. Oh, at 20 for 23.
Okay.
I want to see if I can find these guys.
Okay, I was going to make you roll a perception check for something else, but we're going to let you have that one. So, Stomps fills the hallways as something rushes through the corner of your eye. More gleams of metal flash as it collides into the barricade. A Blood Moon thug being thrown out of the hallway unconscious. Whatever it does, it just careens through this thing. That just does the Wilhelm scream and just hits the wall and then falls over.
Okay. Do I still have more move action?
Yes. Well, how much did you move?
If it was half speed, I could... Is this hallway half speed?
Yes.
In that case, taking a dash action, I would be more or less here.
Okay.
Actually, that would be my full action at half speed. And I'm going to use my bonus action to set up a parry. I still have my orbitals. And use minor illusion right over here just to keep repeating the, "Hi, I'm Volin Kyron, and I'm coming to your location now. You cannot stop me."
My name is Volin Kyron, and I am in your walls. There we go.
Your Uber driver is fast approaching your location.
Yeah, Volin, I am fast approaching your location.
Oh, God. Okay, Sourdough.
That's me.
Yeah, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Can we dash?
Yes, you can.
Just use this to move my normal movement speed.
Okay, gotcha. So you're moving in. Roll for a perception check real quick.
Got it, boss. Fuck, it's crit fail.
Don't you want to use an inspiration point for that?
Fine, I'll re-roll. Cool, that's a nat 20.
Nice. You see right over here that there is another sort of like bolted wall that can easily be pushed through.
Alright.
Maybe
Well,
if
I
you
don't
had
have
like,
any
you know,
movement
a Reuben size thing. But Lahab is over there, so you can tell him about that.
Yeah. I'll yell over at him like, "Hey, power armor! There's a weak spot in the wall right here!"
Alright, he immediately acknowledges and is turning over just to go over there.
Yep.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, there's not much else I can do because my movement speed is
Reyna,
down, so.
what do you wish to do?
I'm gonna go back to Amana, and I'm gonna be like, Amana, can I have your hand for a second?
Sure.
And I'm gonna cast Long Strider on you.
Hey, let's go.
So what does that do?
Why did you do that beforehand?
Because my brain kind of was like, I feel like I should help with Dex first and then movie.
Okay, fair enough.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, true.
Because I don't know how many Dex saves we're gonna do, so I thought, you know, to myself, hey, might as well beef up people who can't do Dex and then movement.
Yeah.
Alright, so basically Long Strider makes you go an extra 10 feet.
That's really
Okay.
good. That's really
very
good,
cool.
actually.
Yes.
Now you have a little bit more movement to you.
Thanks, kid.
No problem.
All right, so is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of it.
Javid is essentially just going to move through and then right over here. You see that there's no bullets firing through this hallway, so once you go into this hallway, it's normal terrain.
Okay.
Asteri, it's your turn. What do you wish to do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's it. Because I have a plan for next time.
Mm-hmm. Amana, it's your turn. What do you wish to do?
Is this room, can I able to go through?
Yes.
Okay.
It still counts as difficult terrain.
If you dash, you can move 8 spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does that get me? Yeah, that gets me in the room.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Can I see if I see anything?
Nope. All you just see is more bullet holes coming through here.
Damn.
Keara is going to be moving with Haka, so she's delaying her action. And Haka is now your turn.
All right then. So, am I able to cast Shatter at said location?
You're not sure. Why not?
All right, cool.
I'll have to draw a little bit on the map. I was going to say no because I wouldn't want to exactly make on the map, but you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
Draw the map.
I see what you're planning on doing. Okay, yeah, sure.
And by the power of the new magic inside me,
So you create a large thing. Let me reveal it to you because you can now actually see one of the machine gunners, at least. Boom. There they are. Hello, Mr. Machine Gunners.
this is the part where you surrender.
They're going to keep fighting. So,
I guess they haven't learned like the last guys.
yep. Amana, Reyna, Asteri, also say Volan too. Roll dexterity, please. It's a good thing Asteri has that dexterity save.
Party.
22.
Mine
We're
is
turning 2 buddies.
15. Nope, 16.
Okay. Reyna, what was yours?
22.
Okay. Amana?
13.
And that actually succeeds.
Oh, good.
Good job. Okay, so Lahab, seeing this, realizes that you guys are probably going to deal with that, so he just breaks through here.
Bruh.
Sourdough told him about this
Mm-hmm.
this room, so
I did.
he's going to prioritize this to make a way for the rest of you guys. Just see one guy over there. He's going to move in, and he's going to attack.
Nice.
And this guy's like, what the? He was not expecting any of it. Also have to roll initiative for these guys after this round. So this technically counts as a surprise round of sorts. Except you guys are being surprised. Or you guys were surprised. And now you're surprising them.
Wow.
Surprise on
Breaking through the
surprise.
wall.
Wow.
Break the walls down! Okay, so first one is a miss. Next one is a hit. You see him just like unsheath 2 short swords and then immediately start attacking this fool. One of them misses, but the other one hits. 6 damage towards this guy. And that will be the end of his turn. Volan, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm going to use the last of my orbitals to prep parry and use my talent, which is light step, so I get 10 extra feet of movement. And this will be the last turn I can dash.
Yep.
Okay, so 1, 2, so that would be 20 feet. Okay, so what do I see here?
So, what you see here is large automaton, a shizu, a mythical lion dog, beating a blood moon mercilessly. Boop. There's the
Yes,
token.
I found it.
Beep bop boop.
Yeah. Grabbing him by the legs and wrapping them together with one slam, taking another by the arm and throwing them through a wall. Just throws this guy over here. He immediately expires. And then he actually goes over and lunges to you.
On my turn?
Yes.
Sweet.
Just grabs you. It's technically combat, non-combat. It's a little bit weird. The
That's
machine gun
fine with
fire is more like an environmental hazard than anything. You see him like grab you and he like lifts you up.
I take it that there's no off buttons on him, correct?
No, not that you could see anyway. A harsh red light beaming out from its armor slit as it glares at you.
Oh, time to take a swing at him with my sword.
Yep.
And I'm also going to new magical deploy my 3 new orbitals, because this guy's going to be a problem.
Before you even swing, Javid's gonna go up and he's like, no, no, bad Yaya, friendly, friendly! Sort of yells at the automaton. The red light then turns to a calm blue as it places you down. Punches over to ensure that you're lowered safely. After your feet touch the floor, it gives you a small head pat on the head.
Olin just goes, so not an enemy.
No, this is Yaya.
Can Yaya take me deeper into the base?
I mean, kind of, yeah. Anyway, there you are, girl. Where have you been? Javid, like, sort of looks over and shouts at it, almost like if it's scolding a pet.
Olin goes, can I ride Yaya?
Yeah, sure. Yaya. You see it, like, immediately, like, going on all fours. And yes, you can definitely ride Yaya.
Olin's going to point this direction. We're going to look for whoever Kiara's brother is. Olin at this point does not know what his
I
name
don't
is.
remember. This is essentially going to be Javid's turn as well. It's just special story stuff. They'll move on their turn. Sourdough, it's your turn.
Me.
Yes, what do you do?
Yeah. Could I pull Javid before my turn ends on the mount with me?
Oh, yeah, no, Javid is also going to go on.
I'm riding a robot lying. All arguments are
All right.
invalid.
Yeah.
So, still crouching behind Ruben' cover, I make my way up to the machine gun nest. I'm in Mage Hand range now. I would like to use Mage Hand to take, because I assume this is like a water-cooled machine gun, right? Like Maxim gun style with the belt of ammo going out of one side of it.
Roll a perception check.
Got it. That is going to be a 22.
All right, you succeed. You're indeed correct. These are indeed Mavom machine guns, the newest top-of-the-line Imperial military firearms, able to suppress with a high fire rate, though very prone to jamming with prolonged firing. These are water-cooled, belt-fed machine guns.
Cool.
And of course, it requires a party of 3 in order to operate them efficiently, we'll say.
With Mage Hand, I would like to reach over, unhook the belt of ammunition for the machine gun, and bring it back towards me. I effectively like to rip the ammo out of this machine gun.
Oh no. Okay. Roll sleight of hand, I suppose.
With Mage Hand?
Well, I mean, yeah, you're essentially like trying to do some underhanded stuff. Some sneaky...
Oh yeah, you got a bus. It's a natural 20.
Okay, so describe what you do exactly.
So basically, like, what I see in my head is like a Maxim gun where, like, the belt is either being fed by someone at the gun or it's in a little wooden box at the side of the gun it's just feeding into. I'm going to reach over with the Mage Hand, pick up this belt, and just rip it the other way out of the machine gun and draw the entire belt back towards me as they have no ammunition.
Okay, yeah, no, so you just sort of pull and, like, some of the bullets, like, break off the chain as it immediately stops firing, and one of them is just, like, looking at the belt. It's like, wait, what? What's going on? So yeah, you no longer have difficult terrain. These guys can no longer fire their machine guns.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And talking is a free action, I shall shout back at the rest of the group, "They're out of bullets! Let's go!"
Get his ass, Brandon!
So, I have a funny idea.
What's your funny idea, soldier?
Can Ruben pick up the machine gun and use it if I give him the ammo for it?
Oh, he most certainly can!
Yep, I'm gonna send Ruben over to... Let's see, he can move about 10 feet. He's just going to pick up the machine gun, yank it off its bipod, and, like, quickly trot back over to me, and...
Roll for strength.
That is a 15.
That succeeds, yes. They are machine gunless at this point.
Yep, and Rupert is just going to trottle it back to me, and that will be the end of my turn.
Like, we have no machine gun! Alright, Reyna, it's now your turn. What do you wish to do?
Then I'm gonna move my casual 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all, folks.
Once you get a line on these machine gunners, are they in for a rough time? It is now going to be Javid's turn, as they're essentially just going to stomp on through. Let me reveal the area. Riding through. Sort of stops right there. These Mavericks are just like, what? As Javid is going to take a pot shot at one of them using his rifle. So 17, that definitely hits. 8 damage total to this guy. He's actually going to hop off. He actually invites you to do the same, Vulin.
Is there another hallway around, or is Yaya?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, no, they're... Well, I mean, you can go around Yaya.
Okay, if I can go around Yaya, I'll jump off next to Javid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Javid just sort of like goes over to Yaya and is like, well, as long as you're here, you might as well be useful. Yaya! You see Yaya just immediately turn over to Javid. Immediately like looks at her with like a serious face and is like, sick 'em. You see her eye like immediately turn red as her flaps just like sink down, like creating like a little bit of a slit as she just like fucking charges this guy and just puts him into the ground. So, this guy just gets flung and ragdolled.
I like to think that the guy just gets ragdolled over Vulin as he like ducks or jumps over the guy.
Yeah. Alright, it's gonna be it. Asteri, it is your turn. What do you wish to do?
I walk my 15 feet, and then I cast Transistor right here to blow up the ammo.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, interesting. The sparks would create
And
heat
even if
when
I didn't, it's metal, so thus I'd get double or advantage or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Yaya's gonna have to take a dexterity save real quick.
Well, I don't know about Yayo there.
Yeah, no, you don't. Oh well. Vulin, Amana, Reyna, and Asteri, you guys hear like a gigantic explosion as you see like all of the ammo that starts to cook immediately like combusts, ignites, and just detonates the entire thing. All of these guys are just filled up with shrapnel. Yaya too. She takes 6 damage.
Vulin's gonna turn to Javid and just go, wait, I thought we weren't supposed to kill people.
Well, I mean, self-defense.
Vulin's like, you guys have a little bit easier. I promised Shaka that I wouldn't kill anyone.
Who's Shaka?
Jesus fucking Christ.
He goes, your best friend.
Oh, you mean, okay, I see what's going on here.
Your best friend.
Oh yeah, also this machine gun is out of service. These guys are also out of service. Oh my god. Ugh.
Ooh.
There we go. Everyone there is fucking dead.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Wispy.
Crispy.
It's no longer difficult terrain, by the way.
Ruben's
The
holding
Asteri
it.
will turn to Rain and say, the machine gun is no longer a problem. And that's my turn. Because unfortunately, difficult terrain, I had to spend twice as much to move.
Yes, of course. Amana, it is now your turn, and you are now unburdened by machine gun fire.
Cool. Okay.
Thanks, Asteri.
You're welcome.
I'm going to, can I see these folks over here? Are they my line of sight?
Yes, you can.
I think I will use favorite foe.
Alright, on whomst.
I'll use on this dummy over here.
Okay.
And I'll be using my Sigma 6 shooter.
It's going to be a little bit of a weird line of sight. You can actually target this fool, though.
Okay, that works.
Alright, so you're going to turn over. Let's see. So, how far away of a range is that? Around 65 feet, so...
Yep, that's in my line. In
Alright.
range.
I think you'll be rolling with a disadvantage, though.
Okay, fair enough. Damn.
What'd you get?
So it's 6.
Unfortunately, you do not hit.
Mhm.
It is now Kiara's turn, and she's actually going to sprint for one last time before becoming exhausted and help Lahab. Kaka, what do you wish to do?
All right, awesome. You know what? We're gonna do a classic. We're gonna pull up. Hey, it's an upsurge.
Oh boy.
And we're gonna increase that threshold by 1.
Whoop, whoop.
You have the right to remain silent. Everything say can and will be used against you in the court of law.
You hear in the distance, Asteri is like, that's my line.
You stole my bit.
They do not surrender. In fact, they are going to get ready to attack you.
I should have asked if you have family.
Do you want to roll intimidation to try and get them to back down? Since, they don't have a machine gun,
that's the case.
and you do.
I'm gonna roll. And that's an 18.
Okay, yeah, no, they're definitely intimidated now. So these lot, including this guy, is going to surrender. Just going to put X's on them. They're not dead. They're just surrendering.
They're not dead, they're just sleeping.
Yeah, exactly. These guys subdued. You guys can go deal with that. We have the last part, the logistics, which is in this room
Neat.
right over here. Do you wish to go in?
Hell yeah. I thought of a funny.
What's your funny, soldier?
I still have one more artificer infusion left.
Oh no.
Do we
Go
make
for
the
it.
machine gun have bottomless ammo?
Yes! Yes, of
Yes.
course! Why wouldn't you?
Yep. Okay, cool. My last infusion, I put in repeating shot on the machine gun.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated and receive alerts for when episode 2 continues. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.